Good afternoon and welcome to How Hockey Live, coming to you from the Pines Ice Arena, about 30 minutes south of our former arena, the Ice Den. Both teams are on the ice for warm-ups. Penn's going to be wearing black this afternoon. The away team, Connecticut Jr Rangers, white as the home team. Penn's having a nice weekend so far. 3 wins, some close games, good competition here. Looking to open up the scoring a little bit with the Rangers. Rangers currently ranked at the bottom of the rank, 0-3, 0 goals for and 13 goals against so far in the tournament. Penn's actually ranked number 2 with 8 goals for, 2 goals against. In front of them is Little Caesars, who has 7 goals for and 1 goal against. So their goal percentage just a bit higher than Penn's. Penn's and Caesars will meet tomorrow. Both teams near the end of warm-ups here. Scorekeeper in place. The ref's ready to go. Once this game's wrapped up, Penn's have a free evening. Looking to get together on the beach this afternoon, take some pictures, a nice dinner, and able to sleep in tomorrow morning as a late afternoon game to wrap up the weekend. Pens gather at their net as a pregame ritual. Horn sounds indicating the end of warm-up. Teams gather around, hyped up for a big game against Connecticut here. .22:30 on the clock, again playing 2 halves. Anna Macrogiannis playing in goal this whole weekend. Some good recovery and rest in between games. She's been stellar in net. Pens gather at the bench for last minute instructions by Susan and Lundy. Coach Sweezum having a marathon effort this weekend, coaching both the 14U girls team and his 12U team. 12U has 2 more games today. Connecticut gathers at their bench, and the refs are ready to start the game. They skate towards center ice. Anna Macrogiannis skates towards her net at the far end, starting the first half with a long change. Penn start with the strong line of Kirsch, Webster, and McCarthy. All three big girls, very strong girls, ready to go against the Rangers. Tarasovich and Rollier back on D. Refs check the goalies, get the signal, and drop the puck. Puck gets pushed into the Rangers' end, brought out, bobbled on the wall, pushed back into the Rangers' end, forecheck by McCarthy. Rollier tries it and it's left on the wall, is not able to. Tarasovich carries up the wall, trapped on the side. Webster pushes it in the zone, but Rangers actually able to gain possession. Rollier in, finds a slot, little touch pass over to McCarthy, and Rollier with the rebound, but it goes wide. Talia out, forecheck while Pens change behind the play. Play goes down to other end where Herbert gathers off the wall, skating it all the way through. Down to the corner, Whitehead covers at D. As Herbert comes back to her position, Whitehead comes down the wall. Gardner gathers the puck. There's a little stick handling magic. Shot is blocked, but comes back to Herbert. Back to the half wall to Gardner. Onto Merton's stick. Merton's in the corner, cycles it back for Whitehead. Rangers pick it up. Try to push it through the middle. Gets in deep, no icing as it was touched up to Whitehead on the hash. Pushes it up. Monaco. Back in. A little bit of a hook, and finally we get a call from the ref. So delayed penalty here. Larcy's just going to hold it back to Lundy for a shot. 20:20 left on the clock. We got a hook on Rangers player. Pens will go on the power play. Pens will start with Arthey on the right wing. Kirsch at center. Still deciding on the left wing. Mertens jumps over the bench to left wing. Sweetson and Tarasovich back on D. Go run the points. Connecticut captures, sends it down the ice, and this is the icing coming right back down. Big Mac, Anna Macugiana sends it back down to the ref at the other end. Try to face off again. And the ref drops it as we have more than one person in the circle. A little bit of a rush. Shot on net goes wide. Gathered by Susan. That's Tarasovich who threw it up the wall. Back in at half ice, no icing there. And Connecticut goes to forecheck. Swung behind the net to Susan. Susan up to McCarthy to Mertens. Mertens gains the blue in the zone, and they look to set it up. Pulled through by Kirsch. Gets to the goalie, but pops back out. Rollier battling in the corner with Rangers player. Rangers player gets penalty for checking there, so delayed. Anna's coming out of the net, but Rangers touch it. And now they have two in the box. So it will be a 5-on-3 for 28 seconds. Again, minute 30 of penalties total. 19:18 left in the first half here. Rep holds Gardner and Webster out. Herbert and Rollier will run the points on the power play here. They'll look to set it up with all the space they have. On the half wall, Gardner collects it. A lot of pressure by the Rangers players. Really aggressive for a 5-on-3 here. Finally collected by Herbert, who seeks the dot. Pushes it out to Raleigh, who gets it. Misses wide on net. Webster in front of the net, making a disturbance. Puck is behind the net, and they're looking to tie it up. The original penalty expires. 1 minute left on the second penalty, so it's 4-on-5 right now. Back to Kenny. Kenny down to the half wall. Gardner takes it. Oh, squeaks through. Goalie looks behind, but it's still covered. Does not go in. 45 seconds left. Hirsch. Mertens gathers it in the corner and pushed out all the way down. They wave it off as it goes through Penn's player, and they ruled that it could have been played. Good forecheck there by the Rangers. McCarthy gathers, pushes it up ice. Still 20 seconds left. They still have a little bit of time with the advantage. McCarthy up the wall. D changes behind. Monaco steps on. Through the middle, Monaco takes a shot from center point. Goes to Mertens in the corner. She carries around. A little bit of switch down the wall. McCarthy finds Herbert sneaking in on the far side, but the shot's blocked. Hirsch pushes it through. A little bit of a scrum here on the dot. McCarthy trying to gather it. Pops out. Hirsch. Shot is blocked. Puck's lifted up in the air and out of the zone. Monaco goes to recover. One Rangers player able to change, but the rest is stuck out. Ligda with the puck pushes it over to Monaco on the half wall. Reps holds covering D position of Monaco. Puck comes right in front, but Ligda not able to connect with it. Rep holds around. She's in heat-seeking mode. She finds the puck, pulls out in front, tries to wrap around far side, but not able to get it on net. And nice shot by Monaco, slightly screened by her own Connecticut Rangers player. 16:45 on the clock, first half. Monaco and Susan on D. Lundy and Kolarski on wings as Kirsch takes the face-off. Puck behind the net, squeaks out in front, but no connection by Lundy. One Connecticut player skates into a hive of Penn's players. Thrown in, Monaco gathers it, pushes it up the wall to Kolarski. Back to the point. Oh, tipped by Kirsch, but still stopped by Big Mac. Puck sent back in from the blue line to the far corner. Susan gathers, wraps around, off the wall to Monaco. And then Kirsch tries to skate it up. Offsides as Connecticut couldn't touch up in time. Wholesale changes. Tarasovich and Raleigh out on D. Talia Mertens at center. Whitehead. Garner on the wings. Whitehead gathers it up. Long shot. Saw the way by the Rangers goalie. Collected in the glove. Face-off will be to the right of the Rangers goalie. Refs really moving the game along here. Not a lot of time between whistles. Pens are set up. Rangers come into the face-off. Mertens takes the face-off. Tries to push it through behind the net. Pushed up. Nice hand-eye coordination to knock it down by Tarasovich. She holds the line again, but then it pops out to Whitehead. Whitehead over to Raleigh. Raleigh in her feet collects it. but then loses the puck. Now it's a quick 2-on-1 in the corner, but gets away from the Rangers player. Tarasovich able to push it back in the corner. Raleigh collects up the half wall to Whitehead. Whitehead pops it out. Stick lift by Perkins. Connecticut regroups, pushes it in from the red line. Nice stick check for Raleigh there. Puck still behind the net, picked up by the Connecticut Rangers player. Knocked down by Gardner. Having a little bit of trouble getting it out of their own end here. Puck comes through the door of the Rangers bench. Whitehead pops it out. And Talia races for the puck. She gets there first, but cut off by a Rangers player. Battling in the corner as changes are made behind the play. Gardner goes into forecheck and peels away for a change. Herbert tries to keep the line. Sneaks out to the middle of the zone. Rangers trying now to push it through. Comes back to Herbert. And now skates it through the center of the zone. Kenny gets it across, but just hit wide. And fourth shot is a turn. But great save by the goalie. The goalie drops her stick. Not sure if the stick is broken or if she just dropped it there. So this goalie's playing without a stick. Ooh, the Rangers player tries to clear it, but clears it almost into her own net. Webster forecheck behind the net forces the Rangers to push it out of the zone. Neal with a nice little move to get past. Shot goes wide, hits the end boards. Webster goes down, gets tangled up with a Connecticut player. Puck is sent down by the Connecticut player for icing. Collects it and sends it back down to the ref for the face-off. Face-off will be to the right of the Rangers goalie. Kirsch takes the face-off. Ligda and Howe out for the Pens. Tarasovich up the wall. Cuts it off before it can go any further. Connecticut tries to reverse it through the middle to the far side. Ella Tarasovich on the forecheck from a D position. Howe covering nicely. And as they regroup, Howe re-enters the offensive zone. Little bobble shot. Goalie couldn't handle it. Now it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Back check by Howe. Tarasovich forces wide and long shot. Connecticut player. Sent through the middle. Kirsch picks it up down the left side. Curls to center of the ice. Nice shot. Goalie sees it. Not to the side. Raleigh holds it in, sends it deep while Pens change. Rebholz gets to the puck first in the corner. Herbert on the right D sends it back in. Massive humanity behind the net right now. Herbert comes up, challenges as it's chipped over. Raleigh tries to chip the puck back. Almost picked up there by Kenny. And Kenny was laid off by her own teammate there. Nice little shot by Kolarski. Puck's behind the net, comes out in front, but nobody there. Long pass to the Connecticut player who comes down the left wall. Gathered by Herbert. Herbert's going to send it up to Lundy. This line looks a little bit gassed. Have to look for a change. Larski able to change. Oh, and they're going to call this offside. Because Polarski was not all the way in on the bench. Gardner jumped out. She was on onside. Gathered the puck, but Pilarski hadn't completely entered the bench yet, and therefore they called it offsides. 11:05 on the clock. First half, 0-0. We got Mertens, Garner, and Whitehead. Garner, stick handling, is poked out by the Rangers. Susan angles off the draw on the wall. Puck comes across, gathered by Monaco. Monaco tries to push it up to Whitehead, but intercepted by Rangers. Whitehead now battling on the wall. Back to the point. Point shot goes wide. But nobody in front for the Rangers. Rangers try to stuff it back in. Oh, breakout pass to Gardner. She wasn't able to collect it. So no ice, but not able to catch it in front of the net. Whitehead cycles it back down and around and goes off for a change. Gathered by Garner, who shoots it off the face mask of the goalie. Back in front, Garner collects it. Hurling, off her skates. Looking for some help, gets it back to Monaco. Monaco fires it off the skate of a Rangers player. Rangers try to backhand it out, but kept in by Monaco. Finally it does come out. Hirsch gathers it to Webster. Webster down to the dot. She's going to take a tough angle shot off the chest pad. Bounces out in front. Comes to the point. Monaco. Some disco moves there to get it down. Try a wrap around. Always there. Monaco gathers again in the corner. Webster back, covering the D position. Well coached. Good communication through the Pens here. Now Sweezum down low. Monaco try to gather the puck, but it squeaks out. So she'll retreat a little bit and regroup. Comes around to Kirsch. Kirsch sends it back to Monaco. She's got some room to skate. Gains the zone. Long shot. Goalie saw it. Gloved it down and covered. 8:55. First period. I feel like the Pens girls here need to crack the code. Once they do, I think we're going to see some goals come in masses, but have to be able to put one in first. Break the seal. Raleigh and Tarasovic back on D. Comes back to Raleigh. She pushes it back. It comes out of the zone. Up to Howe, who's at the red line. She looked to get in deep down the half wall. Ligda with a forecheck. Tarasovic backhands it, tries to get it deep in the corner. Sits on the half wall. There's a strong people there. Howe gathers, now a quick 2-on-1. Ligda pulls it back out. Looks to get to center ice. Oh, shoots. No, they call it no. Well, now it's in. Ligda from the top of the circle, center ice. Shoots, hit the post, came down behind the goalie. The ref originally called no goal as it sat there, but then it was tapped in or the goalie pushed it back in from the backside. So it looks like Howie's goal. Chloe Howe with the goal. Congratulated by our team. Right place, right time. Team Taylor, you're going to celebrate here. 1-0, 8:14. As we drop the puck again, puck goes back to Tarasovic. She's going to carry it all the way in and just keep going. She gets it to the front of the net, bounces around a little bit, and that was a dangerous play as well. Gardner on the point was covering for Tarasovic. Oh, puck hits the outside of the net, bounces into the corner. Gardner now trying to collect it, finally comes out of the scrum with it. Gets it back to Raleigh and he misses it, so it comes all the way back to the Penguin zone. Tarasovic races back, Pressure by Connecticut Rangers, and Penn's change behind the play. Sent back to the corner. Whitehead collects it up the side to Rollier. Rollier continues to skate with it, moves it over to Kirsch. Kirsch steps on some bad ice and goes down. Not sure if that's embarrassment or pain there. Herbert takes the puck, sends it back in the end. Gathered on the half wall by Connecticut. Try to push it through the middle. Kolarski hustles back. Monaco skates it all the way down. Great pulls covers at the point. Monaco sends it in front. Almost tapped in there to Kolarski. No whistle. No whistle still. Puck was loose the whole time. And just a massive group of people in front. Goalie loses his stick, but covers on the long shot. So 6:21. 1-0 Penguins. Discussion by the ref, just to make sure everybody agreed that puck was still loose. Face-off comes to the left of the goalie. Discussion at the Connecticut bench between the ref and the coach. Not exactly sure what the discussion is about, assuming that it's questioning why the whistle wasn't blown. They have the long change, so not a great view for the coach at the other end of the ice. Mertens takes the face off. You got Webster and McCarthy on the wings. Webster picks it up. Nice quick shot, puts it on net, but pushed back out by the Rangers goalie. Sent down the wing by Friesen. We got Tarasovic who collect the puck in the corner. She's forechecking. Webster's back at her D position, covering for her. Oh, we're gonna get a hooking penalty here on Mertens for hooking Rangers player at the blue line. So minute 30 penalty, 5:45 left in the first half. The puck's gonna come down to the Rangers offensive zone. Herbert and Raleigh sent out on D. Rebel and Hirsch are the forwards that are going to kill this penalty. Minute 30, we drop the puck, minute 30 on the penalty. Connecticut gathers, they look to set it up. Push it to the point. Nice save by Anna. Might have gone on at the knob of the stick. Penn's chasing a little bit in their zone. They do play aggressive on the beat there. Forced around, Herbert gathers it, pushes it through middle of the purse, but she can't handle it, and now brought out by the Rangers player. Little scissor move, center ice. Seems like that could have been outside, but waved off by the ref. Rangers player tried to curl around, and Rebel steps in to clear the front of the net. Some discussion with the players, and Pens will change all four. Ligda and Whitehead out as forwards. Monaco and Suizum on D. Puck's dropped at the dot. Send it back behind. Monaco tries to tip it around and then catch it, but cut off by the Rangers D. They collect it and shoot it. Tried to tip out of the air by the Rangers player. up the wall. Rangers get it back, send it to the middle, and Pens now have numbers if they want to try. Ligda gains the line, then passes it over to Whitehead. Penguins backing off, letting the Rangers have the middle of the ice here. Sending deep off their own players. Rangers taking around behind the back of the net. Just wasting some time here. Talia is out of the box, but that's an icing as she misses the pass. 4:07 left, even now in the two groups. Puck comes back down to the left of Anna. Face off. Raleigh, Tarasovic on D. Kirsch at center. Gardner and Lundy on wings. So the penalty kill mixing up the lines a little bit. Wait for them to get back on schedule. Taking up the sidewall, cut off by the Rangers D. And puck will come back out with Tarasovic carrying it. Send it back in deep. Raleigh goes to retrieve. Backline and that little spin move up to Gardner. He's taken off first stick. First gathers, pushes it around. Connecticut players get a little bit of momentum. Puck breaks out. Now it's a 2-on-1. Gardner up the side. She's deciding what to do. Decides to take a shot. Now it's behind the net. She's thinking about getting it in front. Bounces out. Bounces over Raleigh's stick. Just a 1-on-1 now. As Tarasovic challenges the Connecticut player in the shot. Gets batted down by Anna. Scrum on the wall. Puck comes out to Tarasovic, who wraps it around, collected by Raleigh, but the Connecticut player gets there first. Back behind the net, Tarasovic takes it off. The Connecticut player goes through center of the ice, and Gardner has an angle, tries to get it in the short side, but it does not go in. Herbert, long shot, gets knocked down and wide of the net. 2:20 to play in the first half. Kept in by McCarthy. Holds tries to keep it in, but it pops out. Puck comes down and just shy of the red line, so that'll be icing all the way down for the Rangers. Reb holds Webster, McCarthy. The forward line, 2:05 left. Reb holds making the plan, communicating with the teammates. Backing out of the circle, waiting for everybody to be ready. And Rangers win it back behind the net. Off the glass, knocked down by Herbert. Gets wrapped back around. Reb holds in with the forecheck. PC missile finds the puck, but collected by Rangers. And now they got a little bit of momentum coming out. McCarthy steals it, sends it back in deep, and Webster looking to forecheck. Stuck on the wall, comes out to McCarthy. McCarthy shoots, but blocked by the Rangers defense person. McCarthy grabs the puck. Down the wall, Monaco gathers it. We got a delayed penalty here on the Rangers, and finally it's called. And I think that penalty is on the wall as the Rangers player hit one of the Pens from behind. So waiting for the official call from the ref. Didn't see the call on the infraction, so we're going to call that a rough. So minute 30 on the penalty, but only a minute 17 in the half. So this will carry over. Sweden and Tarasovic back on D. Oh, Talia Mertens with a trip as Rangers try to gather behind the net. So now we'll be 4-on-4. There's only going to be a 6-second difference in the penalties, so we'll be 4-on-4 for a minute 24. Again, both penalties will carry over. So minute 12 left, 4-on-4. Whitehead and Kirsch are the forwards. Ref's asking the girls to back out of the circle. Puck's dropped. Gathered behind the net. And Tarasovic gathers it, pushes it up the wall. Kirsch with a nice little flick from her knee. The Rangers gather it. They're in on sides. Some room out there as we're playing 4-on-4. 45 seconds left in the period. Kirsch has got some speed, and she should pull it through the Rangers player. Whitehead in front, gets it out to Sweden, who finds a lane to get to the net. They're going to push the puck, but unable to get it out. 22 seconds. It's an icing call if it makes it, and it is down the ice. So 19.6 seconds. Again, 4-on-4 here. Face-off will be to the right of the Connecticut goalie. Rollier and Herbert out on D. Ruphold and Gardner. Rupholz comes, gives some instruction to Rollier, positions their players, make sure everybody knows where they should be. Puck's dropped and pushed behind the net. Rupholz cuts it off under some players in the corner. 10 seconds left. They're just going to look to kill the clock here if they can. 5 seconds. And no forecheck, so clock expires. 12 seconds left on the penalty to Connecticut. 18 seconds left on the penalty to Pens. 1-0. Pens. Penguins gather at their bench, instruction from Coach Sweden, Coach Lundy. Ref discussing some of the play at center ice. Clock gets reset to 22:30 for the second half. And they'll switch ends, so each team will have the short change for the second half. Fairly good play here for the Penguins, looking for opportunity to break out a little bit. Spreading the scoring around between the players, always good to see. Rangers come out. Again, 4-on-4 for another 12 seconds. Penguins come out, or are asked to come out by the ref. Anna Big Mac finds her way back to the net. Pens put out. Garner and Kendra Rupholz center. Herbert and Rollier back on D. Herbert collects it, sends it back to Rollier. Rollier then leaves it for Kendra, pushes it up to Herbert. Herbert's got a little bit of room, but it's picked off by Connecticut player. Connecticut now has quick power play that's already over. So now we're 5-on-5. Rollier cuts it off on a wall, pushes it up, and we're all the way through the middle now. Connecticut pops it ahead, but onto the stick of Garner. Puck now down in the corner of the defensive zone for the Pens. Rebholz picks it up. They give it right back to her, a little give and go. She got some momentum. She keeps going, some changing behind the play for the Pens. Puck comes up the wall. Connecticut player decides to retreat behind the net, sends it up, misses player, and Pens waiting to get onside before we go back in. Sent back to Monaco, who stick handles through the red line down the left wing. Behind the net, she tried to pop it on the front, but McCarthy tied up. McCarthy, Webster, and Kirsch. Big strong line for Penguins. Door pops open as Webster falls back. Gathered by Monaco. Up to Webster. Icing waved off as it was touched by Pens player there. Webster has it behind the net. Oh, and it's a goal. Nice play. Webster gets it out to Kirsch over to that was Kolarski. Kolarski in the right spot, right time, sitting on the far side of the net. Nice little bang bang pass play. Webster to Kirsch to Kolarski for the goal. And celebrating with her team. 2-0, 2:31 left in the second half. Faceoff is dropped. Merton's now out at center with Lundy and Kolarski. Puck gets bobbled into the corner by Connecticut. Kolarski up the wall, challenges it, but held well by the Connecticut player, shoves it back behind the net. Mertens collects it. Oh, but a nice pinch by the Connecticut player to hold it in, and now she's pushing it behind the net. Both teams looking for some good possession here. Haven't yet found it. Monaco tries to chip it out on the half wall. Finally collected by Sweezum, who skates it and finally gets it up and out of the zone. Regroup by Connecticut, who sends it down. Monaco has plenty of room, plenty of time to skate. She's got some momentum, so she's just going to take it coast to coast and make all offsides as Monaco loses her footing there. Offsides, so we will drop it at the near dot here. And discussion of the refs, some teamwork there for the guys in the stripes. Rebholz takes the face off with Ligda and Howe on the wing. Refs giving some instruction. Foul for the face off. Kolasovich collects it, pushes it up the wall, deep. Switches it to Rebholz is covering it, but now she jumps into the play. Kolasovich again down in the corner. And great forecheck by Pens. Kolasovich again holding the line. Nice job by Ella. Connecticut capture it. Great job collecting it from Howe. Howe in the corner sends it back behind the net. Kendra grabs it from the corner. Connecticut gathers it. They retreat, looking to send it all the way down. Connecticut trying to spread the ice and break out that pass down the middle of the ice, but it misses and gets sent all the way down for icing. Anna gathers the puck, sends it down to the referee on the other end. Full changes here, so we'll have, we'll have Kirsch with Garner and Whitehead. Garner grabs it to Kirsch. Kirsch back to Monaco. Great shot, but just wide. Good trajectory on that one. Nice strong shot. Herbert collects it, pushes it up to Whitehead. Still free puck. Herbert takes it. Beautiful save by the goalie there for Connecticut. Nice rush by Herbert, trying to go to the far side top corner, but great glove save by Connecticut Rangers goalie. Mertens comes out with Webster and McCarthy. Herbert and Monaco remain out. And the refs again remind everybody to stay outside the circle. Puck's dropped, one to the sidewall. Connecticut tries to retreat, but pestered there by Webster and McCarthy. Now they finally get it behind the net. They're going to try to break it out to the near side. Puck's finally gathered by Connecticut, and they push it up the ice. They retain possession. Monaco's going to steer her player to the outside. Quick move to the inside and long shot. Gloved by Anna, who inspects the puck, then hands it to the ref. Wholesale change here for Pens. Kendra. Nope. We got Lundy at center. Kendra is going to play the wing just for this face-off. And I think that is Pilarski. Nope. Very much wrong. We got Ligda, Rebholz, and London. Comes back to Sweden. Sweden stick handling through the slot. Puck is in the feet of the ref. Finally, Connecticut gathers. Collected by Lundy. Lundy pushes it up to the Connecticut player, who retreats behind their net and looks to send it around to move the puck back up the ice. Kendra stick handling, or lose it to the Connecticut player. And they push it up, trying to look for the release of the breakout pass. Tarasovic in 2-on-3. Gets the puck off, but doesn't get to the net. A couple folks looking to change as the puck comes back out to center ice. And Tarasovic sends the puck to center ice. There's Tarasovic up to Garner, who loses it off her stick. Nice forecheck by Whitehead, knocks her player down. Puck comes back around the other way. And Garner goes in the forecheck. They send it up the wall. And the Connecticut player skates it up, rubbed off by Whitehead, and then gets it around the back of the net. Kirsch with momentum. That D is flat-footed, so she just goes around, looks for the corner and off the corner of the post. Recovered by McCarthy, then sends it back up to Kirsch. Raleigh picks it up at the line, pushes it through to Gardner. Gardner curls, she's going to take a shot, and it doesn't get through, but still bobbled in front. Gardner again, and everybody's just looking for the puck. Connecticut goes to shoot it out, but hits the back of their own player. So puck comes around to McCarthy, who sends it deep in the corner. Webster collects it up to Herbert, who's looking for a lane, so she captures the middle of the ice. Maddie Collier sends it over to Mertens, and Mertens puts it on net. Not sure if that was tipped or not. Who they're going to give the goal to. It was either a shot by Mertens or a tip by McCarthy. McCarthy at the front of the line, so we're going to give her the goal. Nice shot by Mertens to get it to the net, and McCarthy in front of the net, taking away the eyes of the goalie and able to change the trajectory there. So forwards change, and so do D. Rep holds out with Lundy and Ligda. Monaco and Susan back on D. Connecticut pushes it up. Waved off, no icing there, so Monaco gets back to retrieve it. She sends it around. Two Connecticut players run into each other, so Liggs is pushing it up. Lundy hard to the net. Shoots, but over the top. Back to Monaco, who misses to dump it in, but gets a second chance and sends it in the corner. Red holds, picks it up out of the corner. Skating around a bit, looking for something to do with the puck. Finds Lundy in the corner. Ligda picks it up. And a little bit of a scrum going here. It finally comes to front of the net and is sticked aside by Connecticut goalie. Off the glass and out. Susan able to block it. She's getting some pressure from a forechecker from Connecticut. Rebholz takes it, throws it off the wall, and 2-on-2 into the zone. Ligda drops it over to Rebholz, but misses her. So puck comes out. Pens come back to retrieve. No icing there. Monaco 360 up the wall to Garner, who pulls it out and is able to get it over to Whitehead. Whitehead has room. She gets hooked a little bit, but no call there by the ref. Monaco is in deep. So 1D back is Tarasovich, who holds the wall. Whitehead capturing the mid-ice over to Tarasovich. Tarasovich gains the middle of the ice. Puck bounces around. Whitehead again with a shot off the leg pad to the side of the net. Person now comes out with the puck, bounces into the corner, and Whitehead goes into the corner. Hurst chases it, comes off her leg pads to the half wall. Garner stick handling on the half wall there. Sent through the middle, but doesn't get out. And Tarasovich keeps it in. Whitehead spins it backhand deep in the corner. Reb holds back to cover for D. And we got players all over the place right now. Rallier battles on the half wall. She sends it in deep. Alright, so now we're back in position. We got 2D out. Rebholz gathers, retreats a little bit in her own zone, curls over to Tarasovich. Tarasovich, little spin move, but into the feet of the ref. So it gets stuck on the wall. Rebholz comes back over to help, pulls it out over to Rallier. Rallier up the wall to Howe. Howe brings it in on sides. Into the corner. Kolarski challenges Howe on the wall, and it gets shot down. It's on its side, so it won't make it for icing. 11:30 left. 3-0. Pens. Rebholz up the right wall. Little stick handle move, and she decides to go all the way around. Cuts the middle, but loses the puck. Kolarski grabs it. Rebholz goes off for a change. Trying to push it up the ice, but Larson doing a nice job of keeping the puck in the own end. Howe goes to forecheck, comes off Connecticut player, and Mertens collects. Howe goes for a change. And Penn's doing a really nice job here. Oh, and beautiful play between the forecheck and the pass. I believe that's Webster with the goal. Webster with the goal. Mertens with the forecheck, grabs it behind the net, curls and puts it in front to Webster, who just taps it in. So 4-0 here, 10:50 left in the second. And again, nice to see scoring coming from different lines, different folks. And really a deep team here for the Pens. Webster, McCarthy out with Talia Mertens at center. Monaco wants to know what the secret password is. Mertens tells her what the secret is. Puck's dropped. They try to push it forward, but Connecticut picks it up. Sends it in deep after they gain the red. So no icing. Monaco gathers. Forecheck here by Connecticut. Connecticut sends it up to McCarthy. It gets bobbled and they do not gather the puck. Connecticut now has it on the dot. Quick shot, but goes wide. McCarthy pushes it up to Mertens. They're going to call that icing if it makes it. They wave it off because it didn't make the red line at the end. Puck knocked down by Herbert, and it's stuck on the wall as we're going to play 3-on-3 at the wall. Connecticut parents angry that body contact along the wall. Hirsch, forechecking, gathers the puck off Connecticut player. Lundy now on it. Lundy finds the puck from her skates. He's able to pull it out. It goes to the front of the net. Ligda there. Hirsch tries the goal, but Hirsch tries a backhand from the side of the net. And then I think that's Lundy who gets pushed over the Connecticut goalie. 4-0, 9:38 left. That is off. Set back. Goalie picks up the first hit. They're going to call a penalty on Connecticut. Number 18, that was pushing, cross-checking after the play there. So, 5-on-4 power play for Pens. Pens have out Susan and Tarasovich at the points. Hirsch at center. Lundy good there. Tarasovich pushes it down to the corner. Connecticut tries to retrieve it up to the half wall. They try to send it all the way out. Tarasovich collects it with his skate. Pens look to set it up here, so we get to Tarasovich on the top of the circle. Nice, hard, low shot by Tarasovich. And Rangers decide to ice it. 1:02 left on the penalty. 9:11 left in the game. 4-0, Pens. Puck comes to the ref, ready to drop it. Ref holds Webster and Garner out. Puck gets sent back to Susan, who sends it back on the half wall to Reb holds. Reb holds pressure from the Connecticut player. Pens looking for space here, so they can set something up. Walked in by Susan. Susan takes a nice shot. Walks it into the slot. Nice shot, nice low. Rangers goalie had some issues with it, but was able to cover it. Didn't know where it was for a second. Wholesale changes here for Pens. We got Hirsch, McCarthy, and Talia Mertens. Forwards. Sent back to Raleigh at the top. She finds Mertens and bobbles it. McCarthy's going to set up at the top of the circle, waiting for the pass. Cross ice to Herbert. Beautiful pass. Actually, beautiful shot, but the goalie got a piece of that, and then it bounced right back out. I think Talia had a chance to put it back in. So nice play there, but the goalie played that very well. Hirsch takes the face off again. 25 seconds left in the penalty. Comes out in front. Raleigh gives pressure, but Rangers are able to send it down. This is not going to make it for icing. It's going too slow. Rangers collect it right at the red line. Raleigh sends it all the way up, but doesn't connect. Puck comes in, stood up at the blue line by Herbert. Rangers player picks it off Herbert, but it gets sent around. Rollier takes it. She sends it out. Puck just laying there. Rollier pushes it out. Players are even now, 5-on-5, 7:45 left in the game. Herbert takes it, sends it around to McCarthy, tries to get up to Rebholz. Rebholz has the heat-seeking missile look to her, trying to forecheck. Rollier pulls it through and up to Rebholz, then sends it up to Kolarski. Kolarski, though, 1-on-3, and Rangers collapse on her. Puck sent to Monaco at center. She collects it again, and now she's got a little bit of room. She'll take it down the wall. And a quick shot on net because it's the outside of the net. Rangers player collects it, gets it out to center ice. Sweezum whiffs on the first try. It's going to be offsides as there's a Rangers player in the zone before they entered. 6:56. Coming to you from the Pine Ice Arena in southern Florida. Oh, late change, and ref's gonna send everybody back. So Kolarski will stay with Howe. Kolarski, Howe. And Rebholz is for now. Kolarski makes a quick change, so now we got Ligda out. Puck sent out behind and up the side. Howe makes a change. So now we got Ligda and Lundy out. 28-38. Monaco takes the puck down the wall. Not able to get it to the net with a shot. Lundy trapping it on the wall. Hurst comes out with it, curls it down the slide, and shot over the top of the net. Lundy and Ligda collapse on the puck, and Lundy comes out with it. She tries to send it to the point, but eventually gets there with a shot that goes off of Lundy's foot. Connecticut player picks it up. It's a 1-on-1, and nice stick check by Monaco to force the shot wide. Puck gets sent up, gathered by Lundy. Hirsch has a chance here. She beats Connecticut player to the puck. Puck gets sent through the middle, 2-on-2 with back pressure. No icing as they made the red line. Connecticut player goes and gathers, sends it across in front, but Connecticut player is not able to connect with it. Gardner collects it. Now it's a 2-on-1. Gardner, a little back in, sauce across, but blocked by Connecticut player. Gardner still with the puck. She's stick handling from her knee. Sends it over to Whitehead, who rips a shot, but stopped by the goalie. Puck's in the corner. Gets by Tarasovich with no icing. Is a rule that could have been played. Tarasovich behind the net sends it to Rollier. Rollier looks to send it up to the half wall with momentum. Tarasovich now up to Gardner. Gardner down the right wall. She's got her eyes up, looking for something to do with the puck. Sends it back to Whitehead. Nice little curl spin move. Oh, and backhand across. Rollier attacks it down the wall. Whitehead gets her legs taken out from her. Sent back to the top to Gardner, who has a nice slap shot, but seen the whole way by the goalie. Tarasovich sends it around and then sent across the Rollier with the half wall, and she loses it at the dot to the Connecticut player. Still in though, as it's just thrown to Gardner. Gardner pulls it through. Oh, beautiful play, blocked by the goalie. Nice play by the goalie. Rollier has it. She gets tripped, taken down, and both refs saw it and called the same penalty. Can only call one penalty on one player, so it'll only be minute 30 here. 3:53 left in the second half. Penn's up 4-0. McCarthy, Italia Mertens, and Kirsch versus at the center. Herbert and Monaco out at the points. Ref getting frustrated if they won't stay outside the circle. Captured by McCarthy, and Monaco takes a long shot. Connecticut gathers it. And they're looking to burn some time. They gather the red and send it deep in. Gathered by Italia, and so now it's a 4-on-3 the other way with 2 players behind. They're trying to come back up the ice. Monaco gathers it in the corner. And three Connecticut players below the dot now. Penn's tried to set it up. They shot by Monaco and then a rebound by Mertens. Monaco gathers it, tries to push it to McCarthy. McCarthy's going to try to send it behind the net. Penn's looking to get possession back here. Finally, Mertens sends it to the wall and then sends it back to the point. Oh, she keeps it across to Herbert. Tries to get it in front, goes wide across the front of the net. Mertens cuts down the slot, calls for it, gets sent back to Monaco. Monaco still can't get into the front of the net. Connecticut gathers it. Now they'll just try to get it out, but Herbert hands it down. Give and go. Herbert gave it to McCarthy and then found the slot. Penny coming in late down the slot, but couldn't get it to her. Monaco has the puck over to Herbert. Herbert coming down the slot and sends it over to McCarthy. Play behind the net. Connecticut goes to gather it. McCarthy's there to force it back behind where Kirk was. Connecticut can't get it out of their zone here. Another long shot by Monaco, stopped by the defense, and then sent down the ice for icing. 4-0, 1:39 left in the game here. Anna sends the puck back down to the ref at the opposite end. And Penn's put out a new line. Rep holds Howe, Pilarski. Pilarski and Howe both have 1 goal in this game. Sent back to Sweden. Sweden sends it into the corner. Sent back behind the net. Pilarski on the forecheck. Howe then puts pressure on it. Connecticut keeps sending it back and forth behind the net. They're trying to spring their forwards, sending them, releasing them down the ice. So defense has to back off there. 1:15 left. Puck comes behind the net, up the half wall, out to the defender. Long shot, a lot of traffic in front, but tips over the top of the net. Puck's behind the net. They're looking to get it in front, but can't find anybody. And finally captured by Penn's. Not out. Blocked by Sweden. And Ella Tarasovic grabs the puck and up the sidewall. 40 seconds left. Penn's just looking to get out of the zone here with possession. Over to Howe, who gets the red line. She'll take her time, not challenge. She'll put it on net, block her to side. Up the wall comes Ligda. They try to send it up the ice. And Howe was going to go for a change, but it fell on her stick. So she'll just dump it back and then go for a change. And send out the wall, but Mertens reads that and sends it down the ice. 5 seconds here. Raleigh is going to go behind her net. Little turn, 2 seconds. She's going to burn the clock, and the Pens win 4-0. So that concludes today's games. 2-0 on the day today, 2-0 on the game yesterday, and 1 game remaining against Caesars. So that'll be a great game tomorrow. I believe that's in the afternoon. Please like and subscribe to How Hockey Live, and thanks again for watching.